Hello guys, I'm the maildartfrog and welcome in another video. First, I want to sorry guys that this video is in 10 FPS, but my computer isn't as beefy as Scrapman's, so I have only 10 FPS here. And I get 15 when I detach that clock over there, but this world is actually cleaned up, so I sent it to Scrapman. Yeah. And yeah, some first, like, there should be a video on Monday, but there wasn't because when I was recording I ran out of space disk. I mean, yeah, space disk, I think, and my recording crashed like just when I was finishing the recording, and yeah, I had no time to record it again. Anyway, what is this video about? This video is about attaching bridges. As you probably know, some time ago, like I think it was 2 months, I'm not sure, I made a video on how to attach the bridges to both sides. And I showed you the example of this bridge right here. And last time on Saturday, when I was coming back from my additional programming lessons, I got a message on Discord from Scrapman himself, and he asked me if I can attach the bridges for him. So yeah, I agreed, and that was my weekend project. And I did it actually, like I finished it yesterday actually, so on Monday, but there was only cleaning up and final attaching of this bridge right here left back then, so yeah. And I did it all with 15 FPS. So yeah, I am proud of myself. I also have to say sorry that I probably killed all the bridge memes. Sorry. But yeah, they finally won't fall off. And I have to say that I was wrong when I was recording the video. The tutorial. And I'm actually really happy that Scrapman asked me to do it instead of doing it himself following the tutorial. Because when I was doing all those free bridges, I found out it was much more complicated than just the one bridge I did in the tutorial. So, at first, I started with the hardest bridge, that's going from down to up, this one right here. This is definitely the hardest one because it's going like that, and because of the geometry, I had to do it like that, on the lift. And because of that, it was so steep. It's still steep, but not as much, and you can easily walk on it. It was so steep you couldn't walk up, so I had to shorten it somehow. And I found a way to do it with some thrusters. And yeah, that's not the most stable way, actually, so yeah, as you can see, here it is. What I basically do is I folded it, so I shortened it by 2 segments, because 2 segments folded, and here's what I got. I used thrusters to do it, and I did something like that right here. Here is also a weird thing. Yeah. And yeah, it actually went like that. It was definitely the hardest bridge. This one was pretty hard as well, but I was kinda unlucky attaching this last bridge because I attached this one as the last one. And yeah, what next? I attached this bridge. First I had only like, a skeleton without those planks in between. And I started to do another bridge, which was this one over there. So even it's the same kind of bridge, I did in the tutorial, I had to do one more thing that I didn't do in the tutorial. Because in the tutorial I wasn't perfectly leveled with the tree on the other side. And I didn't have to, make the bridge longer so it angles like that. But right here it turned out to be almost exactly lined up, in the up down. So I had to do kind of wave on it so it's bigger, longer, I mean, and it angles like that. I'm gonna actually show you this little angle and show you something else which normally wouldn't be there. As you can see here, I have some smaller segments right in front of me. You see? And when I take the connect tool, as you can see, two of those bearings are attached to a controller over there. And why is that is because those little segments decided to freak out and don't stop. So I had to make them unable to move. And yeah, then I proceed to make that last bridge. And it's like, hey, it's kinda fast, but I will let the bridge. Then I started to have some world corruption problems. Because at first I didn't know that having multiple worlds with almost the same name, like, there was copy, 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 copy. Sorry for that, I have no idea what that was. Anyway, it was, copy, 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 and turns out that after some copies, Scrap Mechanic doesn't see the difference between them, and every time I try to load the world, it crashed. So, like, I had only one working copy of the world, and there was 1 FPS. I will tell you why in a moment. But I, I spent like 2 hours trying to find a fix for the broken worlds. I also asked in the Discord, on some Discords actually, and I tagged Brent Batch. Of course, he knows his things. Like, his second solution fixed the problem, which was renaming the world. Huh? Funny. Anyway, so I renamed the world and it started to work. So I had, a backup with more than 1 FPS. However, when I detached the concrete cables holding this bridge to the other end of the bridge, and also holding this ring right here to the suspended base, I saw this bridge detaching. But what? How? Why? It was attached to the ground both sides. So I looked at the detached end. It was actually the tree end, and I saw that the ring is still there, which meant that Scrap Mechanic has something I didn't know about. When you have one creation, like for example, this is one creation, all the bridges, base, the attachment points is one creation. It splits into separate objects. For example, this segment right here is one object, this segment right here is another object. It's separated with bearings, springs, and other stuff like that, pistons. And scrap mechanic doesn't want more than one object in one creation attached to the ground. So when I had multiple objects in one creation that were attached to the ground, when scrap mechanic detected it, after refreshing the whole creation, which was when I detached, the large cables, it detached that bridge over there, but it was held by this kind of strange metal bars, and this bridge right there. And when I tried to weld this one back in place, this one got detached. So what I actually had to do is to make the rings around the trees and the suspended base one object. And I actually, like, when I found it out, I already know what I'm gonna do. And once I will arrive up there, I will show you what I did. You probably didn't notice that, or maybe you did, I don't know. So yeah, sorry again for the 9 FPS, but my computer just can't handle it. Mostly CPU. Yeah, I will be, saving money for the new CPU and probably motherboard as well. So as you can see, there's something like that going, external cable going into the ground. Now I'm gonna show you something that may blow your mind. Okay, so I placed the lift down. If you watch my, cave base decoration series, you know that already, that I know that and I use it a lot. Going underground, just like that, with a lift. And I went underground, and simply what I did is I made a giant cable. Here is also how the mountains look from the inside. I made a giant cable going from the waterfall over there to all of those trees. Now that thing, oh, maybe okay, I deleted it. And yeah, so this way I had like one object with giant cables. If I had X-ray right now, you would see cables going from there like that in the L shape to all three bridges. So I had one object. And then, like, I actually got back to the backup world when I had this one bridge attached because it was the hardest one. And probably like, why did you do that? Like, this bridge would probably get detached very fast. However, in that backup, I still had the concrete cable for this bridge on it, so was still connected with it, and I had no risk of it detaching. So what I did is, with this bridge attached, I made a cable and then detached the cables outside. And yeah, it's still there, as you can see. Then I built the rest of the cables, and first I attached this bridge over there. I already had it saved in my lift because, after when it detached in the first place. And yeah, I attached it, and then this guy came in. This is a bad boy, guys. So yeah, apparently I miscalculated by one single block, which took me like an hour or two from my life. Great. And I collected the old bridge from the old backup, spawned in here, and I didn't build artificial bridge from here to there. Neither I did the outside cable other than the bridge connecting one side, and in the other end of the bridge. And I couldn't just walk from here to there like that. So, and here was the best place, to spawn the bridge. So spawned it there. Also, I couldn't fly there with any flyer because, like you can't, well, take something on the water and then enter a vehicle, which is quite sad. But anyway, I got it on the weld tool a couple of times because I couldn't get it over there, and I had to walk. As you can see, I have a nice path over there. I'm going right there, jumping down there, walking and on the bridge, trying to avoid, looking at the bridge itself, so I get less lag because, the huge hologram thingy of the bridge will lag. And yeah, I'm going there. I want to weld it, and the hologram is red. So yeah, I had like 10 tries of it. Then I built the artificial bridge, and as you probably know, wait, I'm gonna show you real quick. I also have this thing here built, so I can show you on this thing. Okay, if you take something in the weld tool, try to weld it somewhere and then look on, just terrain or in the air, just not on the other object or creation, you will see that the hologram is still there. Of course it's red anyway, but it's there. So when I had the artificial bridge, I, left the hologram like that, looking at the bridge or base or anything, and I went over there with the bridge because I can't get back there with that way over there. So yeah, I came here, I look at the tree, and I see the bridge going in the tree by 1 block. Actually less than 1 block, it wasn't full block. It was this block right here, And I was kinda upset, but it was actually kinda fun, 1 block. And I just lit the 1 block on the other side actually, so it's welded 1 block into this direction. And yeah, it welded. So yeah, I got this thing welded, I detached the cable holding 2 sides of the bridge, and that was actually it for it. Then I had some cleaning up to do, of course, because as I said before, I detached the clock at the beginning because it caused lag because it glitched out from me. The clock pointers were all around the place, so I just simply deleted it. I got like 5 more FPS from it, so great deal. As you know, any litter lying around, I deleted. Yeah, I didn't turn out all the moving parts in here because, I also disabled them all in the beginning to get more FPS. So yeah, I will do the clock back in place, remove all the litter, parked my flyer that I mean, it's not my flyer, but I use it a lot. I parked it over there in the garage. I told Scrapman that it shouldn't cause a lag, but if he wants, he can delete it. I don't care about it that much. It's his world. And yeah, I also set up a couple of blocks of Easter egg in here. And I didn't, of course, told Scrapman about it. So maybe one day when you guys get the world download, we'll see who will be first to find it. However, it's not easy to access. Anyway, and yeah, that was actually it. Then I sent the world to Scrapman. I also this video would be in the form of time lapse, showing you how I was building the bridges. But there was one thing, I had no space on my disk, so I couldn't do it. Like, I really tried to. Also, for some weird reason, I got 1 FPS more during recording, because I tried recording, but it would take too long. If the time lapse would be short enough, for example hour, it will be fast for you to notice anything. So yeah, I decided that it has no sense. And yeah, that's it. So now we know how Scrapman could do it. So that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you liked it. If so, remember to leave thumbs up, share the video so more people will know about it. Remember to join my Discord because it's very fun there. I'm active almost all the time. Also remember to follow all my social media. Check out Scrapman's channel if for some weird reason you didn't already. And yeah, subscribe for more content. I was the Dart Frog, and see you in the next video. Bye!